It's a big day today. Alright, so we're here on the 5th floor, which is employees only, and there is quite a crowd today. It's amazing that people showed up for, it's basically a bill that goes after homeschoolers, private schools, especially Christian academies, vaccines, and gun laws all in one. So we have probably over 2,000 people here in the legislative office building, and then it's connected to the Capitol building, but they have the hearing on the 1st floor, and it's quite a something that they're protesting but also showing their support for. Oftentimes,
Are you staff?
yes.
Get your badge on you?
Yeah, I do.
Just make sure it's visible.
It's a great day though. A lot of people are out, and I think it's probably one of the best days. You can actually see the Capitol directly behind me, which is really interesting. I think oftentimes people don't realize that there's a legislative building, and then there's the Capitol, and then they hold a lot of the meetings, the committee meetings, and especially one that is most controversial today here in the legislative office. So hopefully, there's a lot that goes into it. I think that people will really have their voices heard, and hopefully the legislation just goes in the right direction. So. All right, so today we're at the Capitol. Of course, this is a legislative office building. I'm with James Townsley. He's the grandson of Pastor Jim Townsley. And honestly, today has been really hectic. There's people from all over the state because they have all this legislation going from vaccines, gun rights, private school, and even homeschooling. So, it's quite a diverse, bills that they're proposing. So what do you think about all of this? Is this good, bad, or ugly, or what?
Well, the reason so many people are here is because there's a handful of bills in particular. There's one on education. They're trying to get homeschoolers to have to register with the state and do a lot of upkeep and things like that. DCF would get oversight. DCF is overworked. They don't know what they're doing as it is. There's a couple gun bills. They're trying to ban effectively Glocks. It's not explicitly Glocks, but it found some legal workarounds essentially. And what specific language to ban Glocks.
And what I don't like about that is when they first instituted, the right to bear arms, that was so they would not be able to have the government take control of, the public with being superior to their, weapons, so they could have individual liberty. So, I think that's just such a big point that people should understand.
Yeah, absolutely. And almost every gun owner has a Glock. That may be a small overstatement, but it's not that much of an overstatement.
True.
And so it's incredibly widespread, which goes against the Connecticut Constitution. What we have right now, it's probably going to get struck down in enough time. And then there's a bunch of other stuff. They're trying to get rid of the religious exemption for vaccines.
True.
And a handful of other stuff. So just in general, a lot of craziness going on.
And that's something that a lot of people don't realize as well is the vaccinations. When you go ahead and say everybody has to get a vaccine, or you can't participate in the public, like the schooling system, even though who really wants to go to the public schools, but or going to other certain liberties. Sometimes how they did with COVID, they had to do the vaccine cards. That would open it up to that as well. And when they eliminate the religious exemption, you really open up a big can of worms that can cause a lot of damage long term. So I'm definitely, against them removing the religious exemption for vaccination, because it's a horrible thing to do, So, yeah, but Lord willing, we'll see where it all ends up. I think long term it's going to be okay, because there's just so many people that are out here trying to oppose all these restrictions that they're trying to put in place. So I think the legislators, state representatives, senators, they're all good.
The homeschoolers are here in force. There were kids playing chess in the hallways. So
It's true.
I love it.
There's over 500 people that are testifying, and then over 2,000 people that showed up. So it is a massive turnout, and I think there's going to be a lot of political discourse that comes from just this day alone, because we already have been seeing a lot of people that are running for governor, Senate, representatives using this day to be an effective political pawn to, with chess pawn. But, we're seeing it be an effective use for the political agenda for the midterms. So Lord willing, we'll see this be, something successful. Yeah. So you have any closing statements?
No, I think they should all get thrown out. I think the Democrats have a little bit bigger fish to fry this year, fortunately.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
Right. All right. God bless. Bye-bye.